So I was going to react to Trump's 1 hour 40 speech at the Congress. I thought that's going to be a long video and probably will drive me insane. So let's react to a 9-minute best of from Politics Joe. Go and subscribe to the channel if you haven't already. Let's get into the madness.
We won the popular vote by big numbers and won counties in our country.
No, 1.5%. It wasn't close. Joe Biden got more votes than you in 2020. Clinton got more than you in 2016. The theme of this video is lies, let's just say, because that's all Donald Trump has. That's how he's lived his life since Fred Trump kind of imposed this burden on him to be the best. He's created his own reality based on lies. He, again, bespoke reality. He only lets in information that favors him, polls. He is like a child that surrounds himself by loyalty. Yes men, that's what he wants. Always people who agree with him. And that's why the turnover of staff was so big in the first term. And we're going to see it again. But now he's got ultimate power. Insane.
Country.
Oh my God.
And won counties in our country, 2,700 to 525, on a map that reads almost completely red for Republican. Small business optimism saw its single largest one-month gain ever.
Really not with the tariffs. Really not. Farmers already have buyer's remorse. But they, they're too proud to kind of save face. They're like, oh, I voted for Trump, and he's not going to help my farm and small business, but I'd still vote for him. It's insane.
Recorded
Mr. President.
A 41-point jump.
Members are directed to uphold and maintain decorum in the House and to cease any further disruptions. That's your warning.
Freedom of speech?
Members are engaging in willful and continuing breach of decorum, and the chair is prepared to direct the Sergeant-at-Arms to restore order to the joint session.
Has anybody seen that film, Idiocracy? We're living in it. Like the Mike Judge film from 2008, 9. Just, America is uniquely infantile in this way. They are just so, watch that film if you've not seen it, because it just has foreshadowed so much of what America already was then. I mean, 500 years of, 250 years, 300 years of American history has been this, insane, individualism, a facade of bravado. It's so Mormonism, for example, is so specifically American, such an American religion, and it's laughable. It's pathetic. To watch this and think that you're the greatest country in the world.
Mr. Green, take your seat. Take your seat, sir. Take your seat. Finding that members continue to engage in willful and concerted disruption of proper decorum, the chair now directs the Sergeant-at-Arms to restore order. Remove this gentleman from the chamber.
Yeah, because, Donald Trump showed decorum with Zelensky the other day, and Doge, is treating federal workers with respect. Donald Trump's just a respectful guy, he's humble, he's respectful, he's not destroyed American politics and made it more divided than it's ever been, even though it's quite a divided country inherently. No, he's all about the decorum. Donald Trump's
Go.
good on that guy.
And once again, I look at the Democrats in front of me, and I realize there is absolutely nothing I can say to make them happy or to make them stand or smile or applaud. Nothing I can do. I could find a cure to the most devastating disease, a disease that would wipe out entire nations, or announce the answers to the greatest economy in history, or the stoppage of...
But like he has to that's so funny. He has to use hypotheticals that he's never gonna do to like get people on side. No, you were gonna devastate the economy. You divide the country more than it's ever been divided. And you are not gonna make America great again. You're not gonna drain the swamp. You're not gonna deport 20 million people. You're not gonna reduce grocery prices. These tariffs are gonna be a disaster. You're gonna create a multipolar world where we're all divided. Europe are coming together against you now. You are creating disaster. You've not even been in the job like 2 months, and already the chaos that you're creating is just going to make the country more divided. Like, why would they celebrate that? Like, we don't have to agree with you. And Democrats, they need to be just belligerent in their pushback. They need to be strong because Donald Trump is shameless. He doesn't care what people think about him. So the Democrats need to be the same. They need to fight back. You got to fight fire with Trump. People like Trump, bullies like Trump, you've got to push back. And Democrats are too nice. They're too kind. No, they've got to push back.
crime to the lowest levels ever recorded. And
Lies.
these people sitting right
Lies.
here
Lies.
will
Tell
not
me
clap,
lies,
will
tell me
not stand, and
sweet
certainly will
lies.
not cheer
Tell
for
me
these
lies. Oh, tell
astronomical
me lies.
achievements. They won't do it, no matter what. Five times
you know-
I've been up here. It's very sad, and it just shouldn't be this way. Joe Biden especially.
Oh, they're so uncivil. Oh, he's such a victim. Like the idea that we have to agree with you. It's so pathetic. Like, oh, they're being mean to me because they don't agree with me. I could cure cancer and they wouldn't congratulate me. That's what he cares about, is like people like clapping him and congratulating him. It's so insecure. It's so pathetic. Like, history will look back at this point in his at Donald Trump and go, what the hell were they thinking? Like, there'll be no vindication for Donald Trump. Like, in 4 years' time, he's going to be completely disaster, crash out, probably crash. There's going to be an economic bubble in the next 4 years. Obviously, he's going to bail out the banks or whatever, but his record will be complete disaster. Already it is. It kind of already is in many ways.
Let the price of eggs get out of control. The egg price is out of control. And we're working hard to get it back down. Secretary, do a good job on that. You inherited a total mess from the previous administration. And to that end, I have created the brand new Department of Government Efficiency, DOGE. Perhaps you've heard of it. Perhaps.
Lies incoming. Oh my.
Which is
he's
headed by...
wearing a suit now after the criticism of Zelensky, even though he never wears a suit. He's got this stupid bloody Occupy Mars t-shirt or whatever he's wearing, his dark MAGA hat. Oh, pathetic.
Elon Musk, who is in the gallery tonight. Just listen to some of the appalling waste we have already identified. $22 billion from HHS to provide free housing and cars for illegal aliens. $45 million for diversity, equity, and inclusion scholarships in Burma.
Lies.
$40 million to improve the social and economic inclusion of sedentary migrants. Nobody knows what that is.
Trump certainly doesn't.
$8 million to promote LGBTQI+ in the African nation of Lesotho, which nobody has ever heard of. $60 million for indigenous peoples and Afro-Colombian empowerment in Central America. $60 million. $8 million for making mice transgender.
Lies.
This is
Like, does anybody really believe anything he says? I know there are people because he's leader of a cult, but what do people believe this? Like, they do. They literally live in an alternative reality where Donald Trump is the truth teller, even though objectively he lies constantly. Like, he gets, like, he's just lie. I mean, what else can you say about someone who lies? A pathological liar. What else can you say? Like, that's it. Like, he is a liar. Like, he's not trustworthy in anything he says. I would never trust, like, even if he accidentally said something correct. Like, you'd have, like, the fact that you Google fact check this Congress thing, like, every news outlet has a fact check of what he's saying. And they're all saying, yeah, lies, lies. This didn't happen with Obama, George Bush. Like, the fact that we have to fact check, and it's just like, this is normal now. Like, he can just lie with impunity. People actually believe what he's saying. Like, believe what he's saying. Insane. It is idiocracy. It just is. It's just, we live in a time now that facts, truth, evidence just does not matter.
real. And the next phase of our plan to deliver the greatest economy in history is for this Congress to pass tax cuts for everybody. They're in there. They're waiting for you to vote. And I'm sure that the people on my right, I don't mean the Republican
So
right.
he's just going to increase the deficit again with these tax cuts. That's what it's going to do. Is that going to help the average American? It's going to increase inflation. Prices aren't going to go up. Tariffs are going to increase. Like, this is obvious. This is basic economics. And they're just like, oh, he's going to make America great again.
Right. But my right here, I'm sure you're going to vote for those tax cuts, because otherwise I don't believe the people will ever vote you into office. So I'm doing you a big favor by telling you that. The media and our friends in the Democrat Party kept saying we needed new legislation. We must have legislation to secure the border. But it turned out that all we really needed was a new president.
That's all he has. I mean, that's so pathetic. Like, that's all he ran on is the border. Like, that's all he has. He had to manufacture a problem that is not as big as people would like to think. But that's it. That, like, build the wall. That's because that's in his first president. He wanted that symbol because he's interested in images that make him look good. And to him, he just wanted this kind of big wall. It was going to be black. It was going to have a moat. It was going to have crocodiles in it. Literally, like, he wanted a moat. He wanted to paint it black so anyone climbing over it would get burnt. He wanted spikes on the top. And that, for him, is just like an image that I built this. I'm great. He doesn't actually care about the livelihoods of the working people. It's just like, it's so blatant and people buy into it. Like, it boggles my mind how anyone can see, like, Donald Trump as actually sincere in anything he says.
We are achieving the great liberation of America.
Just say it and it becomes true. Just say it. Repeat it. Repeat it until it becomes true.
38,000 workers died building the Panama Canal. They died of malaria. They died of snake bites and mosquitoes. Not a nice place to work. They paid them very highly to go there, knowing there was a 25% chance that they would die. The most expensive project also that was ever built in our country's history, if you bring it up to modern day costs. It was given away by the Carter administration for $1, but that agreement has been violated very severely. We didn't give it to China. We gave it to Panama, and we're taking it back. And I also have a message tonight for the incredible people of Greenland.
Oh my God.
We strongly support your right to determine your own future. And if you choose, we welcome you into the United States of America. We need Greenland for national security.
Trump has these strange obsessions. Like, this goes back to his first, like, he wants Greenland. He's so like a child. He'll just have these, and his staffers and aides had to always discourage him. They'd be like, well, like, let's just talk about this, Donald. Let's talk about this. And he'd be like, no, I want Greenland. I want Greenland. I'm going to make Greenland great again. It's like, how do you deal with this stuff? Like, seriously, like, obviously you got to call it out and just mock him. Like, because he doesn't, that's the thing. He doesn't like it. That's his kryptonite. Just mock how stupid and ridiculous he is. That's all you can really do with Donald Trump. Don't engage seriously with what he's saying. Just laugh at him and be like, you're a pathetic man. You're a pathetic orange man who didn't have the love from his father, and now you take that out on the rest of the world. Thank you.
And even international security, and we're working with everybody involved to try and get it. But we need it really for international world security. And,
yeah, because you're not undermining that at every direction right now. Like, we live in the most, probably one of the most insecure times in decades now because of Donald Trump. Just because of one person and Trump. Like, Trump, Putin. And it's all ego. It's all insecurity. It's all like, I didn't get the love from my parents, therefore now I have to, watch the world burn.
I think we're going to get it. One way or the other, we're going to get it.
No.
The United States has sent hundreds of billions of dollars to support Ukraine's defense with no security, with no anything. Do you want to keep it going for another 5 years? Yeah, you would say Pocahontas says yes. Earlier today, I received an important letter from President Zelensky of Ukraine.
Is that Elizabeth Warren he's referencing there?
The letter reads, Ukraine is ready to come to the negotiating table as soon as possible to bring lasting peace closer. Nobody wants peace more than the Ukrainians, he said. My team and I stand ready to work under President Trump's strong leadership to get a peace that lasts. We do really value how much America has done to help Ukraine maintain its sovereignty and independence. Regarding the agreement on minerals and security, Ukraine is ready to sign it at any time that is convenient for you. I appreciate that he sent this letter, just got it a little while ago. Simultaneously, we've had serious discussions with Russia.
That's all you need to do with Trump is like massage his ego. That's all he wants. He wants people to like him. He just wants people to like kowtow to him, agree with him, and be like, yeah, you're so great. You're the best president. You're best leader. And that's, I agree with Zelensky. Like, I'd be like Zelensky. I'm stubborn. I'd be like, but that's what you got to do. You should have just gone in there and be like, Trump, thank you, free leader of the world. You are the strength, the light of democracy. You're the second coming. We love you. And just bow down. I would have kissed him. Trump would have actually, unironically, loved that. And that's how you deal with these people. You just got to massage their egos and then, like, because that's what, although Putin, I'm not sure Putin is like that. I think Putin doesn't really do that. I think actually Trump is the one that massages Putin's ego. He's the one that really really loves Putin. And that's how you deal with Trump. He's a child. Like, play him at his own game.
And have received strong signals that they are ready for peace. Wouldn't that be beautiful? Wouldn't that be beautiful? I believe that my life was saved that day in Butler for a very good reason. I was saved by God to make America great again. I believe that.
He doesn't believe in God.
Thank you. Thank you.
Truly insane. The next 4 years are just going to be absolutely wild. I'm going to be here to cover it. Hit the like button, and I'll see you in the next video.